Okay, I am live. Um, so I know this channel is like fucking sports and all that, but this is too big of a topic not to talk about. But I know this is supposed to be like a sports channel and all that. But anyways, I kind of feel like this is a little bit of a topic that we can't deny and that has been brung up in some of my previous streams a few days ago. COVID-19, the haunting devil surrounding this world. COVID-19, this virus that has spread it around this world and has changed our world and how we live, at least right now. So, man, this is very, very I'm gonna have a few things to talk about and like what I think about everything going on with this and my opinion on this. So I think we all know COVID-19 started off in China, and I'm not blaming China for any of this. I think it started off as a little virus. I think in a corner, in a market of China, a little area in Wuhan where a few restaurants, and now it's came all over this world. And I'm not trying to blame China for this. I'm not gonna come on here and do that. So I think we all know what happened. It started out in China, then it started spreading to all these other countries. Then it spread it to the US. And then it started out in, I believe, Washington was the real big first intentional epicenter. And then it, started spreading all these other places. And then here in Georgia in early March, it came. And then middle March, everything started to shut down. And we started to have to go into a quarantine, and we weren't used to it. We weren't used to having to go on and have to, be shut down for 14 days. We were not used to anything like that. Because normally, America, we're used to being able to go out and this and that, we're used to being able to go out, and as long as we don't break the law, be able to go out and hang out and walk around the streets and go wherever we want. Well, now we couldn't go wherever we wanted. And so it was mid-March, a lot of places started to shut down. Then early April here in Georgia, it shut down. So we were shut. So middle April, the whole country was shut down, and everything was online. Work was online. School was online. All that stuff was online. And then we got towards the end of April, places like here in Georgia started to reopen up, and it was really kind of is it right, is it wrong to open up early? Our governor here, Governor Kemp, should we open up early? And he decided to because he stated that we can't go forever, because, and this was the thing that our president was also saying, we can't be shut down for a long period of time and the stock market will crash, which honestly, I do kind of get. I get it. I do get that. I get that. We cannot be shut down because eventually the stock market will crash, and then we have two major problems. So places started reopening back up, handy dandy. And, middle May, we weren't hearing that much, stuff was starting to go back to normal, and we were thinking, well, NFL could return. It's kind of looking up. Places started reopening back up. Starting to look like maybe we could go places during the summer. And intentionally, it was like, maybe this is working. Maybe reopening up early was a good move. And then, the whole thing, Minneapolis happened, and then the protest happened, and all that. This is a very rare occasion where I will go all off of sports, but it will kind of still have some things to do because I will talk about the sports aspect of it in a minute. But things happen in Minneapolis, protests, people large gathering again. Case started to rise, and it was more deadly than before, intentionally in April. So then cases started to rise, and Florida now is really where lots of the main cases are now because they're not really socially distancing. The beaches are there, everyone's at the beach, this and that. And really, everything going on, these protests, spreading the virus, and then 4th of July, very chaotic. People were not social distancing, not wearing masks, not doing all that fancy stuff that they're telling you to do. So then cases started to rise and rise, and now we see some places getting ready to shut back down. And saying, well, we should have been shut down longer. If anything, we should just be reopening up now. Look, I get it, but what I will also say is this. We can't stay closed forever. At one point we have to reopen. And I was the fan of, yes, working virtually is, you're getting your job done, but there's only so many things you can do virtually. So I get reopening back up, but I will also say this, the safety of people matters also. I don't think anyone can deny that the safety matters the most. And people going around not socially distancing, not wearing a mask, not doing the stuff that the CDC is trying to tell them to do. It's awful because really, when you don't socially distance, you don't wear a mask. And now there are places that are start mandating masks because they were trying to say, we'll give you an opportunity to wear masks before we mandate it. And then it went to the point where some, leaders, they mandated masks. And here in Atlanta, the mayor shutted it back down again, basically. And I don't, well, technically, yes, I do. I'm in Atlanta, so I mean, that fancy stuff. But anyways, shut back down again. We can only go out for essential stuff. Masks are mandated. We're back to the stage we were in mid-April, and if you do break these guidelines, you will face a consequence. That's how it goes. Now, the effects that it's had. So, it shut sports down. This shut the whole world down, this virus. That, basically, it's fucked this world over big time. But the real problem, I think, with this virus is that they didn't shut down hard enough. When everything shut down, when the NBA had to stop their season, the MLB had to stop their spring training, NHL and all that, MLB, MLS had to stop their seasons, and the schools had to shut down. That's when we should have went under a shutdown. We should have done it for a month or two, and we could have maybe have been in a better situation than we are in now. We could have maybe have been in a better situation than we are in now. Instead, we're now in a situation where we have to shut down, and it's the middle of the summer. And, the thing with this was, there are lots of teenagers, including myself and including others, lots of people they had school. So, they were more busy. Now they have nothing to do. So they're going to go out. And they're not going to follow these guidelines unless you take them to jail. The bottom line is, this should be taken more serious. I think that they need to take this virus more serious because it is serious. It can kill people. People going out here saying the government did this on purpose because they just wanted to shut the country down. I think that the country, the government would know what it would do to the stock market if we shut this thing down. They would take into consideration the stock market. So no, there is a virus. And just because you haven't been infected with it doesn't mean that others have. We see people over here with the virus who, it's serious. And now big time people are getting it. Like, I believe Russell Westbrook got it. I believe, so many people have had this virus. Von Miller's had the virus. Sean Payton's had the virus. So many people have had this virus, and, the mayor of Atlanta, I think, yeah, she has the virus. So, so many people have this virus, and it isn't a joke. I think what should have been done is in mid-March, they should have shut it down for a month or two, and then we try to open it back up. And maybe there would still be a few cases here and there, but it wouldn't be as serious as it is now. Now, that's just a thought. That's just a thought. Because now we're having to go into a second shutdown. And the second shutdown, I think, is going to be longer than the first. They say 14 days. It could be up to... I seriously wouldn't be shocked if this next shutdown is up to a month. I really wouldn't. I would not be shocked if the second shutdown would be for a month. Now, how do I think this will affect the future of this? As far as the next few months and how it will go, I think that people are still going to act like idiots. There's still going to be a group that act like idiots. They'll go to the beach. There are some people, like in Tuscaloosa, there are people throwing COVID-19 parties where, you bring someone infected with the virus, and then, whoever catches the virus first gets money. That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard of. Because all you're doing is extending a shutdown. Extending your time not being able to go out. Extending your favorite sport not being able to play. That's what you're doing. You're not having fun. Look, I get there is a time that we want to be able to go out. This is not the time. If you didn't go out and acted like an idiot in mid-March, and you stayed home, and maybe we did go under shutdown for 2 months in March, that's what I think we should have done, looking back at it. And, I don't share political views on here. I think that Trump didn't handle this right. I don't think he handled this right. I think there's a little bit of a better way that him and that task force could have handled this. Maybe what they should have done when they first created it has been like, we're ready to shut down. were ready to do it. But the thing is, we didn't shut down, and cases got higher. And then when we did shut down, we reopened back up. And then when we reopened back up, people are an idiot and go on the beach. And the beach is now the place, a beach, an arcade, a bar. It's the perfect place to go get this virus. Especially the beach, because you don't know what's at the beach. You don't know what type of, infections are at the beach, what type of pneumonias, what type of viruses are at this beach. You don't. Which is what's led to bars shutting down again. That's what has led to these bars having to shut down again. And look, I seriously think that's all because people didn't act like an idiot. And now, I heard somewhere people have to swim wearing a mask. Now, obviously, if you're going to a house, pool, they can't make you wear a mask there. They can't. They can't make you wear a mask at a house or your own house. They can't make you wear a mask if you swim there. But guess what? If you go to like a water park or a community pool, you might have to wear a mask with swimming. So you acting like an idiot? Congratulations. If you want to go to the pool now, you have to wear a mask when you swim. Not just when you're out of the pool, but when you're in the pool. You have to wear that mask. If you don't wear that mask, you have to leave. That's what I think I heard somewhere. And honestly, all you can do is blame yourself. And you gotta just blame yourself for not. And now, this is going to get me to a topic, which is sports. But first, look, I don't hate Trump like other people do. That's all I'll say on that. But look, I do think he could have handled this better. And even if he didn't handle this the right way, other people should have. Other people should have came and they should have socially distanced, should have worn a mask, should have listened to the CDC. Because when you don't, it's only creating a bigger problem. You're only growing that bubble. Now, as far as sports go, this really had an effect because mid-March, I think his name was Rudy Gobert. He was, I think, on the Utah Jazz. He was playing around thinking, touching stuff and all that, like touching stuff, doing all that, what you aren't supposed to do. Well, he got the virus. And then the NBA had to shut down. That led to the MLB having to shut down spring training. The MLS had to shut down. NHL had to shut down. And now we're just getting sports back. With the MLS, Atlanta United having their first game Saturday night, lost the Red Bulls. But that, and then the NBA is supposed to come back late July, which I'm glad. And, if you want me to, I may talk about the NBA in one of my streams later. But the NBA will come back. They'll be in a bubble format, so no fans. MLB, they'll come back. No fans. Not a bubble format, though. They will be in their actual stadiums. But no fans. And MLS is obviously doing a bubble format. And NHL, I don't even follow. The bottom line is, this is all because people wanted to act stupid and didn't do the 14-day quarantine. It's all because of that. So you only got yourself to blame for that. As far as sports goes, obviously the MLB's coming back. Braves, NBA will come back. All these sports are coming back. The real question for me is football. If we can get football and no other sport, I'll be happy. NFL. I'm a Bama fan, and I would like to see college football. But if we don't have college football, I'm fine with it. As long as we have NFL. Like, I could care less if we had fans. I just want the damn NFL. I just want the damn fucking NFL and want to see my Falcons play. I do not want to see stupid Korean baseball. People so desperate that they want to see Korean baseball. I get it, but I'm not that desperate to see stupid ass Korean baseball at 3 fucking a.m. in the morning. 3 a.m. in the morning, you'll wake up to see damn Korean baseball at 3 a.m. in the morning. NASCAR, I get there are probably some people into NASCAR, but look, I'm not into it. If you ask me one NASCAR player, I couldn't name one. I seriously couldn't. And then we got the other MMA, I don't follow it either. Wrestling's still been around. I've watched that. I watch wrestling on a bit occasions. But I don't even consider WWE a real sport. I think we all know that's scripted. So people saying that's a sport, that ain't a sport. It's supposed to be a sport, but really it's acting. The real thing is that I want sports back. Now, how will the NFL and college do their season? Well, college, you can go over to TikTok Chess Hall if you want college. BVD, Uncle Lou. Oh, if you want to see college, you can go over to those channels. I do think that one of the conferences in college had a meeting today to discuss their options. The NFL, right now, they are supposed to have a season. And I see people like 44 saying we won't have a season. We will not have a NFL season. I get you keeping your guard up, but look, I think there will be an NFL season. I think the question is, will there be fans? And if there are fans, how many are let in? We're not going to be able to do 70,000 capacity for every stadium, full capacity week one. We're not going to be able to do that. We just won't, and that's not going to be able to happen. How is it going to be able to happen with a virus still going around? It'll probably be worse than if people keep acting like idiots. So I think the NFL will happen. The question is, how will they deal with a player that gets sick? It's just very difficult because this is a pandemic. This is not something to be taken lightly. And look, the farther that, the more idiotic we act like, the more the shutdown will be. And that's just how it goes. As far as the NFL goes, I think the NFL will happen. They'll find a way to make it happen, even if they do have to go into a bubble format, which I don't think will happen. I think that what they should maybe do is start off with no fans and then see how it progresses. Check it, after the first few weeks, and then see how it is. But the thing is, what happens when a player tests positive? They're talking about having a quarantine player that can take over. Okay, but honestly, I don't know how that's gonna go. You don't know how that's gonna go. A player that's quarantining. You don't know how that's gonna go, really. Now, the question is, I think, people are wondering when is this gonna end? When this is gonna end simply is when there's a vaccine. Now, it could have been very slowed down if you didn't act like an idiot and you just stayed home. But this won't be over until there's a vaccine. Now, when do I think there's going to be a vaccine? I'm going to say February 2021. So next February, I bet, is when a vaccine will come out. I'd probably say. Now, the thing with me getting a vaccine, look, I want a vaccine and all, but I want to see what the vaccine will do. I don't want this vaccine to be like, oh, well, basically, they say we have a vaccine, and then it doesn't cure you, or worse, it kills you. I don't want that to be the case from this vaccine. I really don't want this to be a case with the vaccine. And obviously, school systems like my school system, we're going to start off the year virtual. I think all school systems should do that. Start off the year virtual. Started at least until October virtual. And then see how it is. I say start off virtual. Then monitor it. I think that with everything shutting down again, it's people's fault. Bottom line, it's just people's. Who that? Okay. This is a COVID-19 stream, but I'm just telling you, you will not win the Super Bowl this year. And hey, that's what I think. I don't think that y'all will win the Super Bowl this year. Falcon. Well, how about fucking ain't? How about fucking so many damn chokes? How about stop acting like a bunch of orangutans in your own damn world think you'll win the Super Bowl every damn year? That's what I got. But anyways. Oh, Packers fan. Oh, so you're a Packers fan. How about use your brain and don't come up with another joke than 28-3? How about you actually fucking do that? Do that instead of bringing up 28-3. Come up with another way to insult the Falcons because 28-3 is getting old. But anyways, when do I think a vaccine will come out? Honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if it never comes out, because we think there are some diseases that don't have a vaccine. I think the earliest it comes out, this is really reaching it, is this November, but it won't come out then. Win a Super Bowl first. Okay, well, when we do win that Super Bowl this year, we'll see what you're saying. Then, oh yeah, you'll probably either go Ghost or you'll just bring up stupid shit like 28-3. The greatest. Do you mean Julio? How about check your damn spelling first? Damn, are you fucking blind or some shit? Check your damn spelling first. What the fuck does CBS mean? You're talking about the network CBS, so we've wasted CBS's career? Yeah, well, good luck to your fucking Packers, and we will beat you week 4. Check your fucking spelling first, bitch. But anyways, I hope there's a vaccine. I want there to be a vaccine. Hoping that there can be a vaccine, that everything can go back to normal. People stop acting like idiots. And that's probably where it will end. So you Poohdats fans, I'm not ending it because of you. Heck, if this was a sports stream, I'd be wanting y'all to get up in here. Because y'all are a bunch of fucking clowns that I love to clown around. Y'all are so easy because y'all are so... Vaccine? Zach... How the fuck did we waste Deion Sanders' career, you dumbass? He won 2 or 3 Super Bowls with the Cowboys. So if you're talking about the Falcons, no, he didn't do a lot. But we didn't waste his career. So check. What is wasting a career? You dumb motherfucker. Think about what wasting a career is, you faggot-ass minded motherfucker. Yeah, let's hope for a vaccine. Let's just hope for a vaccine. All we gotta do is hope for a vaccine. And honestly, the thing with a vaccine, not you. Okay, whatever. A vaccine I hope can come. I really want to come. I'd love for everything to go back to normal. But there may never be normal. He would have had 6 rings if he was on a different team. You love coming up with the most stupidest excuses. Clover, how about I tell you... What's up, PGA boy? How you doing? Once again, if anyone wants to come on in and talk about this, I'll see if you want to come in. And if not, I will end it in a minute. Clover, this is a COVID-19 talk. If we want to do a sports stream later where I can poke at your fucking Poohdats and make fun of y'all and choke after choke after choke, and how you're such a fucking dumbass, and how your statements are just as fucking relevant as the Saints were before Breeze, then yeah, we can talk about that at a later time. Right now, I'm gonna do a we'll see if anyone comes in. Oh, okay. So you're watching the Georgia Baylor game, the Sugar Bowl game last year. Okay, well, I don't know if anyone else, I'll give people maybe 3 minutes and then I'll end this. So that's really where it will go from there. The only Tampa fan I respect is Ballard. Well, I mean, I gotta give Ballard this. At least he isn't a bandwagon like other fans. So I'll give him that. And the guy's an Alabama fan, so I got a little bit of respect for Ballard. I got some respect for the dude. Although I think the dude could improve on. Let's talk football. Well, I mean, hey, we can talk football, I just wanted to kind of cover it, and then we can talk football. So, the StreamYard link is above. And yeah, if you want to talk football, you're either in the comment section or pop on, and then you can. So, I'll wait a few minutes. Junkyard or anyone else wants to come in. Falcons win 9+ games this year. Agreed. I think worst case scenario, we go 7-9 again. Absolute worst case scenario. But we're better than that. Heck, I see 10-11 wins. I see 10-11 wins. Also, I did see you in A-Bomb stream the other night calling the Falcons fans stupid for saying we'd win the Super Bowl. The guy is actually kind of funny to talk about. Like, they're stupid. What did you think of the SEC meeting with the coaches making a video wearing a mask? I didn't see it, but I may check it out. But I didn't see it. But A-Bomb, they are stupid. Like, you're stupid to think that. Now, I will give A-Bomb this. I think that the biggest threat to the Falcons in the NFC to get to the Super Bowl, San Francisco 49ers. I think the 49ers are the biggest threat to the Falcons. I don't think it's the Saints. I think they'll choke again. I think the Saints may win the division. So I think their biggest threat as far as division goes is the Saints. But whole NFC, we're talking about the 49ers. But I think we can beat them out. Because I think that the Saints will probably shit the bed again in the playoffs. If you want my honest opinion. I mean, I was disappointed they didn't just come out and make it. We're just playing conference games. Okay. What's up? This was a COVID-19 talk, but now it's kind of turning into a sports talk, which I'm okay with. My question is, how will the NFL do with fans with COVID-19? And will college be playing? And will they be in the classroom? I don't know. But anyways, I wouldn't be shocked personally because the Falcons are always slept on. They get slept on all the time. Even when we're supposed to be good, we're slept on. We supposed to go 7-9. If we end up going 11-5 and winning the division, well, I'm not going to say win the division. I'm going to take that back. I think that the Saints can win this division. So no, I don't think that the Falcons will win the division. I think they can get a wild card spot. If we get a wild card spot, I think that we can go on a run. But anyways, I may end it here. Because honestly, I do have to go do some stuff. Yeah, I'll end it here. This is my opinions on the situation with COVID-19. Ended up as a sports talk towards the end, and yeah. Until then, Falcons 8-8. Worst case scenario, 8-8. I think best case scenario, we could win 12-13 games. But I'll go with the median and right in the middle, 11-5. But that's going to do it. And yeah, until next time, rise up.